Hey everybody, welcome back for another tool review. Today we've got a ratcheting wrench set from PROSTORMER. Coming up next. That's right, we've got some more tools for the shop, and that is awesome. It's like I've mentioned, we're in the process of moving, or will be this summer, moving down here full-time. Well, not 8 to 5, but year-round. That's the goal. So, adding some more tools for that, adding a new toolbox. Yes, please. So this is the PROSTORMER set of both metric and American wrenches, ratcheting wrenches. We've got metrics go from 6 to 18, and standards go from 1/4 inch up to 3/4. Now they are, like I said, ratcheting wrenches. The metrics are fixed, and the American are pivoting head, swivel head. So that is nice. They've got a nice little engraving on them with their brand. We're gonna see what can I use to try these on. I don't have a ton of big stuff right now. Got a little bit of work on the Challenger to do, some front fenders to bolt on. I do need to go ahead and change the oil in our Cub Cadet, so maybe I'll try that as well. I just want to kind of get a feel for these in my hand, but they do seem pretty well built. Let me walk up here quick. And they've got, focus on the tool, not this tool behind the camera. There we go. Swivel head. Pretty smooth, feel pretty good in your hand. So let me figure out what I can either take apart or put back together and try them out. All right, let's see if I can make this work. Got the Suns, a little bike here with training wheels are always loose. So I'm guessing that's gonna be maybe a 15. Yep, all right. Yeah, I can definitely crank in these things, and I don't feel like it's going to break in my hand. Yeah. Oh, step your bike. So that's good. Let's go set the other one. There we go. Oh yeah, definitely sturdy. I see some of the cheap ones, if you crank at them too much, they kind of slip. These do not do that at all. And now he's got his training wheels going again for him. So, oh, what else do we have here? It does have a nice little roll-up case. A couple of clips. So if you want to throw it in your toolbox in the shop or your garage, great. If you want to throw it the back of your pickup or your Jeep, whatever. Easy way to transport them, carry them around. They're always in one place for you. Well, let's see, I've got the Challenger behind me. I am working on fitting the fenders on and off, getting some of the final body work done and getting that ready for sand it down again and get our epoxy primer down. But let's see what I can get for attaching some of these pieces of hood hardware or fender hardware. That seems to work out well. Some of the wrenches I've found over the past, they're really bulky in the ratcheting section, so it's hard to fit them in tight spaces. These do not seem to suffer that. And of course, I can't get my hand up under here very well. Nope. There we go. But being able to just slip it on. Very handy. Very handy. Now, Also a fidget spinner. Now let's see, what I really wanted to do, like I said, was go ahead and change the oil in our Cub Cadet. So let me go grab that and see if we can't put this thing to some real use, daily use. Not everyone's restoring cars and fixing kids' bikes. Well, probably kids' bikes more than restoring cars. But let's go find that lawn tractor and see if we can't go ahead and get that oil changed. Well, we're going to go through, just kind of break out a handful of these different wrenches. I want to tighten up some things on here because I know there's a few things that rattle themselves loose over the years, but pretty much. But to change the oil, the side skirt's got to come off, and then there's just a handful of things I want to test. So I'm going to run through our pack of wrenches over here and see how they do. I'm guessing there's a few that are a little larger than what's in here, but 3/4 maybe. Yes. Even with lock washers, sometimes these things loosen up. So I want to make sure things are tight. And having that swivel head on here is certainly handy for getting down in here. Oh yeah, you were kind of loose. You can just kind of hear when you're mowing things rattling that you really don't think should be rattling. But let me go ahead and get the side skirt off. Maybe zip through a little time lapse before I drip too much oil on the floor in here. Well, there's definitely been oil leaking in here. That's no questions there. But again, it is from the mid-'80s, I think. So we're just gonna pretend we didn't see that, because that may be a wintertime project for taking this whole thing apart and going through the engine and some of the seals. So I'm going to not bore you with the whole oil changing part. We're focusing on the wrenches, so I'm going to wrap this oil change thing up, come back, and see what else we can tighten up. Well, a pretty quick oil change. Go ahead and get our side skirts tightened back down again. Who knows, maybe this winter I'll go through it. There's a couple of missing bolts and pieces here and there. Anything else here? Quick check on as long as I'm here. Everything else looks pretty tight. Well, without trying to sit and bore you, trying to figure out what else I can wrench on down here, you'll definitely see these in the channel throughout the coming videos as I find more dedicated purposes to use them for other than just showcasing a quick review. I do have some other tools from my old Sears Craftsman stuff long before ratcheting wrenches were a thing. Some other ratcheting wrenches from that other freight store down the road. And I would consider these would be on par or better than the ones that I have from the other stores in terms of the ratcheting wrenches. Again, we don't have the fine, was the 72 tooth here, I don't think. Maybe we do. Maybe these are 72 tooth, 80 tooth. It does feel pretty fine. So try and balance them out here. Yeah, 18, 19 clicks between quarters. So we could be right there, that 72 tooth. spec for the ratcheting portion of it. I'll see if I can find any further details on that and include it in the description below. But off the top, I think these are a good wrench set. I'm definitely going to keep them down here in the shop. They are, especially the bigger, the 3/4 inch, 11/16, 5/8. They are pretty beefy and feel pretty sturdy in my hand. If you dropped them on your toe, they'd probably hurt. Metric, same way all the way up to the 8 mil. We've got 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Be odd if they included 2 10 mil ratcheting wrenches, because you know about 10 mils. The only thing, the metrics are not bendable. The standards are. That'd be the only thing I would call out between the two sets. But otherwise, seems like pretty good quality, and I'm going to keep using them down here. So, well, so far I think I'm going to keep these around down here in the shop. We actually are moving sometime this summer down to the shop full time, so that's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome to have some dedicated tools to keep down here, and these are going to go in my new toolbox. So again, thanks for letting me review these tools, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button below. We try and have our tool and product reviews coming out on Tuesdays and our regular car content on Saturdays. So whichever interests you, both, none. Check it out, give us a like, turn on the notification bell, and we'll see you all real soon. Thanks.